Once upon a time, for one village where they for air, everything they go well. Them they enjoy better things until them great grandpillar them tell them say he get one secret where they for inside calabash, for inside bush. Elders them gather, them send them ezemwo inter bush, impact in ngongo and njanja take enter inside bush. When you see the calabash, where them papa hide for inside bush. Time to open the calabash. Ezemwo hard then knock. Last, in open the calabash. What's in me the secret where you come see?
As we bring them out, Abuja how far? Hashtag man up, tab yarns, mind your language. That's here, and the plenty casual business mixed with correct Niger song. Now them they inside Evening Jollof with SMO1 Radio Street Priest for 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. Flex if
Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, bringing you news updates on digital technology around us every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 12. Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, expanding our global reach through technology.
WaveX Pleasure Ride. Here at last. Join the safest, classiest, and cheapest taxi ride in town. WaveX Taxi Ride for absolute safety and comfort. Available in over 500 cities in Nigeria, Africa, Europe, and America. Download the app now from the Google Store.
All right, welcome. All right, 8 minutes past 7, CitizenFM 93.7, 14th day in the month of July, the year 2022. I'm Kemi Ashiko. Time to take a look at the headlines this morning on the Zuma headline. And we take a look at PremiumTimesNG.com, our media partners, and there is a special report on Premium Times that has to do with bread. And you wonder what it is. There is a special report on PremiumTimesNG.com this morning. It's talking about facing high wheat prices. Nigerian bakers turn to potato puree. You see, Ba, I always say that once there is a will, there is a way. If we cannot eat wheat, we will eat potato and we will use it to make bread. There is always something positive from every experience. I'm sure you don't know that you've been eating bread made from potato puree. The good thing is potatoes will be sourced right here in Nigeria. It will keep our money home. We won't have to pay the dollars to get the wheat. Man is an innovative creature. Special report facing high wheat prices. Nigerian bakers turn to potato puree. It's on the front page of PremiumTimesNG.com, our media partners, and you will find it right there. Okay, so just go there. Perhaps you're a baker wondering how to sustain yourself in these times of very high wheat prices. Well, a special report by Premium Times. You can check it out. And we move on now to other stories on PremiumTimesNG.com. This one is a tale of two leaders, talking about current governor of Kano State and former Secretary General of the Federation, Babachir Lawal. And it says, APC Muslim ticket. Watch your utterances, Ganduje replies Babachir Lawal. Osun decides 2022 peace accord should include commitment against vote buying, says ICPC. The men, this is an exclusive from Premium Times, which is their usual exclusives. The men, a woman who helped Abacha plunder Nigeria. The men, that's comma, woman who helped Abacha plunder Nigeria. You'll find the details of that and more right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. Akpabio suffers setback in court over senatorial ambition with regards to 2023. The details of that and more you will find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. And still taking a look at the front page of premiumtimesng.com, APC presidential flag bearer candidate Tinubu meets Nan's leadership, says he'll intervene in lingering strike. That's with regards to ASU strike. Tinubu meets Nan's leadership, says he'll intervene in lingering strike. Court orders Multichoice to sub-license channels, and I'm sure you're wondering what that is about. We will bring you the details when we get to take a deep look at the news in detail. We are not aware ex-Boko Haram terrorist is employed as prison official, Controller General says. How Funke Akindele and I will defeat Sanwo-Olu, APC PDP governorship candidates in Lagos, Jide says. Court summons police chiefs over alleged irregularities in the death of Lagos hotelier. The details of that and more you find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com this morning. From Premium Times this morning, we take a straight look at This Nigeria, and the top story on This Nigeria: plunging economy, inflation hits 18.51%. The rider escalating food, energy prices responsible, says a report. Situation worsened by Russia-Ukraine crisis and others. You know, it's interesting that Russia and Ukraine are fighting. Nigeria is hungry. We need to do something about Nigeria. And don't be fools to think it lies only in the hands of our leaders. It lies in all our hands. It's a collective project. I take that headline again, and I hope that it makes you feel somehow like it makes me feel. Plunging economy, inflation hits 18.51%, escalating food, energy prices responsible, says a report. Situation worsened by Russia, Ukraine crisis, and others. It's like saying Russia sneezes and Nigeria catches a cold. We move on from that now when we take a look at other stories on This Nigeria. I'm not leaving anything for my children to inherit, and that is coming from the President, Muhammadu Buhari. I'm not leaving anything for my children to inherit. This Nigeria is where you'll find that story if you grab a copy. APC joins Muslim ticket, making informed choice. Catholic priest, others tell electorate. The details you will find in the belly of This Nigeria. Fuel now sells at 185 naira per litre. Moment says 165 naira unrealistic. The details you find right there in the belly of This Nigeria. On the front page of This Nigeria has a picture shows the president sitting down, the governor of Katsina State, Governor Aminu Masari of Katsina State, the president Muhammadu Buhari, chairman National Population Commission MPC Nasser Kwara, Federal Commissioner Al Mumbaye, Enumeration Officer Abidatu Abdullahi, and the data manager Abdullahi Gaduwama during a trial census exercise by the NPC in Daura, Katsina State yesterday. You'd find the details of that and more in the belly of This Nigeria this morning. Still taking a look at This Nigeria. Presidential running mate deadline. Pawanso Showore yet to submit names of deputies. INEC shut down portal July 15, and that's tomorrow. CitizenFM 93.7 is the Zuma headlines. That's what you're listening to. We take a look at the front pages. The point now, it says 48 hours to governorship poll. Anxiety in Oshun as court rules today on Oyetola's eligibility. The rider, why Adeoti wants governor disqualified. You'd find the details in thepointng.com. Moman advocates face deregulation of PMS, says 165 pump price no longer realistic. More on the front page of The Point. Obi decries Tinubu's comment, says there is dignity in labor. NPC accredits Buhari in Daura in trial census. That's the picture I told you about. Physically challenged man loses 4 kids in Calabar mudslide. How sad. May God rest the soul of the children. All right, and we take a look at other papers now before the 7:20 mark. It says here from The Nation, governors, Muslim ticket not against Christians. Akeredolu Ganduje Masari dismiss fears as unfounded. Adamu, nothing to worry about. That's the APC chairman. 165 petrol pump price no longer realistic, says marketers. That's from The Nation. You fix lecturers' wages unilaterally. Government tells ASU. Proposal will cost government 1.2 trillion naira. No agreement yet on the table. You'll find the details of that and more right there in the belly of The Nation this morning. Nigerian born Kemi. Yes, still in Tory leaders' race. Okay, you know what that means? There's a Kemi about to become the there's a Kemi about to take Boris Johnson's seat, okay? Just so you know. Perhaps you want to name your child Kemi. It's 18 minutes past 7. Still taking a look at the front pages of the papers this morning. Dangote, only African on Bloomberg's top 100 rich list. 448 jostling for 28 governorship seats. NNP, AAC yet to send lists. COVID-19 cases rise sharply in July. Buhari, I'm leaving no inheritance for my children. Taking a look at Oshun 2022, front page of The Nation. Oyetola, Adeleke, others sign peace accord. Peter Obi campaigns for Lasun in Oshogbo. Islamic group ex-students back Ogunbiyi. The details of that and more you find right there in the belly of The Nation. And we take a quick look at this day. Here it says, Christians have nothing to fear. Muslim ticket reflects Nigeria's reality. The writer says, it's an act of God. Faith aside, work stops on president's table. Akeredolu maintains. APC's presidential combination stands rejected. PFN insists. Atiku Okowa, PDP governor, storm Oshogbo today for Adeleke. The details you find on the belly of this day. Ganduje replies Lawal, says no compulsion in religion. The rider, Masari, declares security under Buhari has improved. Emir of Daura to President, your critics will criticize your successor. I'm bequeathing education values to my kids, says the commander-in-chief, the president. And now we take a look at the Daily Trust, the front page of the Daily Trust here, how the Virtuous panel recommended Shetima, 10 others to Tinubu. The rider, Grace Bent subcommittee offered advisory on running mates campaign DG. Another rider, ex-SGF, confirms chairing panel distances self from recommendations. APC chair defends Muslim ticket, says APC will win Oshun polls. Major petrol marketers dump official rate set for 185 in Abuja, Kano. How kidnappers targeting ex-governor Muazu's children killed nephew, abducted others, sad. Daily Trust carries all these stories. Aregbeshola catches immigration officer extorting passport applicants in Lagos. Police return 5 million naira to robbery victim in Plateau State. How poor infrastructure, lack of facilities fueled students' protest in Taraba. And that's it for the Daily Trust this morning. That's it for the major papers this morning. Time to take a review of the papers in a bit as Lawrence Moete joins me in a minute or two. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more.
Wavex Pleasure Ride. Here at last. Join the safest, classiest, and cheapest taxi ride in town. Wavex Taxi Ride for absolute safety and comfort. Available in over 500 cities in Nigeria, Africa, Europe, and America. Download the app now from the Google Store.
CitizenFM 93.7, 22 minutes past 7 this morning. The newspaper review is up. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning, Kem.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You look fine, actually. And if you want to find out how fine he looks, you just might want to tune in you just might want to log on to YouTube right now, and then you just might want to log up to YouTube right now, and then log into Citizen FM 93.7, and then you surely will see how fine Lawrence looks this morning.
Are you about to do something?
Like
so
what?
That you're healing me in advance.
You see, that's the problem.
Have you done something that I'm not aware of?
I have not done it. That's the problem with human beings. Okay. You hail them, they complain. You don't hail them, they complain. We'll go to the papers.
Exactly.
We'll go to the papers. I've taken a look at the major story in the papers this morning. This one, actually, I don't know. Should we start with, I will bequeath nothing to my children? I'm leaving only education and moral values, or what? That's the president. Let's start with that.
Okay. Okay.
The president says, I will bequeath nothing but education and moral values to my children.
Oh, well and good. No one can quarrel with him about that. It is fundamental human rights to do that which he wish is good for his children. I'm sure there are other people who would think differently, who would also bequeath something else to their children and everything. But I think you cannot dispute the fact that giving your children the best of education is one of the greatest gifts a parent can give to the kids. Never mind that the universities are short. Never mind that the infrastructure in our schools are deplorable. Never mind that it's challenging for young boys and girls to get admission, those who have admission. Never mind that the cost of education is something else for a lot of indigent students and everything. But in the midst of all this, education, sound education, quality education is key.
And the thing is, the key word in that thing is sound and quality education, which comes with the right moral values. Moral values are getting eroded by the minute, and it is a very strong curse for concern. It's a very strong curse for concern.
Absolutely, Kemi. And a lot of parents have delegated the duty of training their children to the schools, to teachers,
to help,
house helps, every other person but themselves. So we understand. So this also is a major factor that people don't really think about. A lot of parents think that your duty, especially fathers, is to provide the school fees, is to buy the books, is to send children on vacation, is to buy them gifts on their birthdays. And
my people say that when this thing gets spoiled, it becomes the owner of the spoiled. It becomes the problem of the owner of the this thing. You understand? Because helps will not live with you forever. The teachers will keep changing. and at the end of the day, the children will still come back to their parents. And so
the worst is that at the end of the day, the children will also become leaders of tomorrow.
And become parents. And bequeath upon us. Lawrence, anyways, while you were speaking, you spoke about you spoke about the strike, students on strike and all of that. The presidential flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has said he will intervene in the ASU strike. But before you look at that particular story, the ASU president has said here, I see a picture of the ASU president here, and it says, "You fixed lecturers' wages unilaterally, government tells ASU. Proposal will cost government 1.2 trillion. No agreement yet on the table." So, over to you.
Well, for me, I think it's a good development. What it means is that government is reacting.
Okay.
There is some level of discussion. Mm-hmm. There might not be an agreement, but both parties are talking. And reacting to each other, which is a good development. I'm sure that with this now, ASU will also sit back and respond to that and say, okay, no, it's not the way you think. This is not it. And some form of progress will be made, because that's what we keep saying. You need to keep talking. You need to try to convince, and it's not
keep jawing, talk.
At the end of the day, and if I may bring in the proposed intervention of the APC flag bearer, it's a welcome development. We've been saying it. Not only him, every other presidential candidate should also, every other leader, anybody with influence should intervene, and genuinely, because I know that, when politicians say they want to intervene, some of them might be doing that just for the political gains and everything. But I think that at this level that we are now, and with the caliber of our presidential candidate across board, these are men of proven integrity. So they would keep politics aside and ensure that the ultimate aim of the intervention is to seek resolution.
Okay, we move on from that story now. Don't forget, from 7:30, you get a chance to react to any of the stories that you are interested in this morning by calling 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 205. Now we move on to this story. It says Kwakwanso Showore yet to submit vice presidential candidates.
Well, I don't know. I think they have a deadline till tomorrow.
Yeah, 15th.
15th. It will become an issue if after the deadline, then they have not uploaded. Although I saw somewhere yesterday night in one of the sites, I can't confirm that Showore was saying that no, that they have uploaded.
Okay, give us a minute. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Akerele speaking from Cuba.
Akerele, good to have you on the show again this morning.
Good morning, my
yes,
brother.
Beautiful. I hope nobody is jealous in Lawrence over there. He's dressing well and he's fine. But
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I just want to pick on two of this matter this morning. That is the fuel pricing and this issue of a thing.
Okay.
I think it's a very disheartening something to hear from the oil marketers, the way they are ruling the country. We have been saying this thing. The people may not know us, but at least we are somebody in this country. We have been saying this thing when we're buying fuel of maybe what do we call it, 20 kobo or something like that. For a long time, we know everything must change with time. But the way they are ruling this country is not good. And that is why we have been shouting. I was in Kano then when we have been shouting about 30 years ago. We have been shouting about federal government putting on this outfit. That is NNPC now. We have been able to get some in some locations in Nigeria, all the street. The federal government is supposed to open more than what we have, so that we can go there and source our fuel problem. Because if you leave this thing on this type people sand, this is every day they will be complaining and increasing the price of a thing. Federal government has told them this is what we want you to do, and that is the stand of the federal government. If federal government says this is what we want, if anybody is not abiding by it, it should quit the market, and that is exactly what they are doing in all the filling stations. We have car now, we can't go out. Because all the filling stations, where are those boys getting their fuel? Somebody came out a day before yesterday and he was saying it that they go to as far as Abaji to go and get the fuel. Why, if the fuel is not available there, where did they get the fuel? They got the fuel along the street everywhere. Where you go to now, you see them. They are hawking this thing, and the marketers are selling it out to them over there from their filling stations.
All right.
So why are they holding the country to ransom? They are holding us to ransom.
All right, Akiri.
And to talk about the ASU, I think it's a high time that we should put our head together on the ASU of the thing, because people, the children cannot stay at home like this. They are compounding the problem for us. Whatever it takes with the federal government and the ASU, they should settle this problem once and for all. But the problem that has been lingering for a long time cannot be solved in one day. So we sympathize with the federal government and at the same time with the ASU. So whatever the goalposts they are going to shift, let it be a central place where two of them will participate. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much and good morning, Akirili. Lawrence, he helped us to open the fuel issue. They're saying 165 no longer realistic. 185 is the standard now. But there is this phone call. Can I quickly take it? Hello, good morning. Zuma headlines on CitizenFM. What's your name and where you calling from?
Abdul Kabir, calling from National State.
Abdul Kabir, good to have you on the show this morning. Please go ahead.
All right. I just want to put some light on the presidential statement. On the statement the president made about his children not not having an inheritance.
Yes, not leaving an inheritance beyond education and good morals.
For me, such a statement shouldn't be on the headline, you understand? Such a statement is an uncalled for. So I don't think such a statement should be on a headline in such a country like this. So you understand? We have more pressing issues and problems.
We should talk to the newspaper newspaper proprietors association.
Yeah. No, it's just my own opinion.
Thank you very much. You do have a right to that opinion. Thank you for calling. Yeah.
All right.
Lawrence, what's your take on that?
Well, thank God he said it's his opinion, and everyone is entitled to one. I can only disagree when you put out a fact which is not correct.
Okay.
Or if you put out an opinion, you are entitled.
That's valid. Okay, so back to this field thing. The interesting thing is DY, my very good friend, was saying yesterday that the field queues are disappearing, and they've disappeared, and the field price is now at 185. The moment is saying that it's unrealistic to keep it at 165. I don't know.
So what happens in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, when there is another turbulence in the international market, and 185 will no longer be realistic? We move it to 250.
Lawrence,
6 months from that.
Lawrence, we have said that this thing, even the one of the headlines actually says there has to be a gradual phasing off of the fuel subsidy thing. But the Yorubas say that if you use 100 days to try to run mad, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it in English properly. You understand that which day would you actually really? Because we have been on this removal, phasing, removal. And everything jumps. The price of everything will jump at that time, every time it is phased removal. So, I don't know.
We're always recycling this argument, right from when fuel was 60-something naira. If we move it to 80, at least the fuel will be available. Let government jack it up so that there will be no queues. The price was moved on. After a while...
When we could have just...
After a while, if we move it to 100... as long as it's available, it's better than sleeping in the filling station. We move on. It's not going to stop because we're just treating the symptoms. The main cause of the problem is still there. Even if, number one, we have not looked at the issue of smuggling this product across our borders. So even if
the government pays the subsidy and then it doesn't come into the country, it goes elsewhere. Even
if you sell it for 1,000 naira per liter. The people in the other side of the border need this fuel. They are going to pay for it. So the smuggling will continue. You are not refining locally. You are not blocking leakages across your borders.
Lawrence, what's the way forward?
Tell me, there are a lot of Nigerians who are paid to think about the way forward. I'm not one of them.
And this is the problem.
Yes.
The issue affects us directly.
Yes.
So the earlier we start sitting down to think of the way forward, the better for all of us.
And when you think of it,
at least say it. You never know who's listening. And then they will implement it.
Has that been the case? Is this a new issue? Tell me.
Yeah.
There are people who are paid with taxpayers' money.
Lawrence, I will continue to ask you what the way forward is. All of us know the problems. And that's the problem with realists. That's the problem with realists. They think that, they are too small to make a difference. If a mosquito lands on you will know that any small thing can, never mind, let's go ahead. It's 36 minutes past 7. It's CitizenFM 93.7. And we're looking at the Zuma. It's the newspaper headlines this morning. It's the Zuma headlines. My name is Kem. I'm here with Lawrence Umwete. You can call us 0818-2222-205. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Akrele again. Please, you see what I'm saying. We should agree to agree, not agree to disagree. In this country, what I'm talking about this fuel of the thing, it's paying me, but it's not paying you people. What I'm saying now is that you see, when you are increasing the prices like this, all the time you are hanging on one small thing, you increase the price. When are we going to be settled? People are suffering in this country, and this oil marketer, they have made their money from the government.
Akérèlé, what's the way forward?
Yes.
What's the way forward?
The way forward is to rule. You understand me? Is to rule and tell them if they cannot sell, they should leave the market.
And replace them with.
We have some spot. We have some spot of what we call NNPC all over the country. Let federal government build more filling station and be able to, because if you don't have an outfit, you cannot regulate. You understand me?
Okay.
But when you have an outfit, we compete with the what we call these jobbers. So that's the only thing we are talking about. So let federal government build more NNPC's filling station and wipe out all these people, because they are siloed. As far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much.
They hanging on small thing like this, they increase the price, even though they put it at 1,500 at this thing. 2 months before after this time around, they will cause another promotion and then increase it again. Why must we be like this? They are not patriotic at all. So that is what I have seen in it.
Thank you very much, Akérèlé. Well, there's the part where he said that increase NNPC stations. Let's take this call, but I don't like the fact that he said that he's not paying it. Everybody is feeling it though. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Olamilekon Fadaka.
Olamilekon Fadaka. Good to have you on the program this morning.
Thank you very much. My guest, your partner there.
Good morning, Ola.
Thank you. My take on what Tinubu said. It's good to hear that from them, but I want to beg them, for God's sake, if we didn't do it because of the political results that they are expecting, you should do it for the sake of Almighty God and for the future of all these children. We really need to settle this thing and make it a work and follow and move forward. Honestly, it's getting too late. And my advice to all the students, they have been at home for a very long time. I will advise them, they should please get something doing. You have so many handwork. They are doing now for almost how many months? I'm not mistaken, getting a year.
Since February.
If they have started something, by learning, I think they would have achieved something before the date. So that's my advice for them. They shouldn't stay at home, just be playing around.
Thank you very much.
At the end of the day, they will achieve something.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, I think that this might be a good time to also tell everyone who has students at home that there are a number of things that your wards can learn on the internet. There are a number of certificates they can gain on the internet by just learning. So all the time that they spend on apps like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all of that, they can direct it to learning on courses from Coursera and, all the other schools, okay, that are available and give certificates right there. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Samuel from Abu.
Good to have you on the program again this morning, Samuel.
Thank you. Mr. Leonard, good morning.
Good morning, Samuel.
See, I want to name my daughter. I want to name my daughter Kemi. I don't know. I want to invite you.
Sir?
I will change the name of my daughter to Kemi. I want to name her Kemi.
Okay.
And I want to invite you people so that you can attend.
Okay, but wahala now. Send the address. Send the address now. She is naming ceremony.
No, I really want to congratulate that young woman. They are proud of her.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
This issue of marketers determining the price when Nigeria will buy fuel, I think it's not a good thing. It's the same thing that is happening in this ASO strike. This ASO strike has been living for a while, and the people, they are not even feeling it that they are doing something. They just want their own interest to be met. So I think this thing should be scrapped. Let it be scrapped.
Let what be scrapped? Let what be scrapped?
The union, that union ASO strike. Yes, ASO. Let it be scrapped because the people, they are not having feeling for any woman be at all. They only wanted their own interest. They want their decision to be met. They are not even looking at any other direction. If not, they would have considered it as even as they go back to lecture room. Let them be negotiating with federal government.
Okay.
So other people will still contribute and see what they will do. They just let them alone and just keep quiet. That is not the best.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Samuel from Apple. Lawrence is wondering let me tell you, Lawrence, you see the name Kemi. You know the former finance minister, Kemi Adeosun, you see? And then you have Kemi Ashekun. Now you have Kemi Badenoch in the UK, who is in the race to become the UK Prime Minister, right? She's Kemi Badenoch, and she's getting a lot of support. But let's take this call. We'll be back. I just said I should let you know. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kem, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
This is Mayowa calling.
Mayowa, good to have you on the program this morning.
Lawrence, good morning.
Good morning, Mayowa.
Lawrence, I give you kudos. You are really coping with Kem, the drama queen.
Thank you.
Mayowa, I take exception to this.
I call Kem, the drama queen.
Thank you, Mayowa. Thank you. It is good.
We know that Kem is an international personality. Yes, we know.
If you're watching me on YouTube now, you see I'm very excited.
Oh, it's great. Lovely.
You.
Yeah, we keep talking and talking this morning. Firstly, I want to appreciate CitizenFM this morning. To me, this discourse gives us platform to talk and then give express people's opinions and their feelings. I think it's a great platform that we need to appreciate CitizenFM for this morning. I want to start with that.
Thank you.
Now, number two, on the fuel issue. You know, recently I had one of the speakers that said that NNPC should increase their outlets. Now, you know, for the past about 1 or 2 years ago now, if we all observe, we will know that some of these NNPC outlets are being sold to private owners. There are several of them in Abuja that have been sold. So it looks as if the federal government direct investment in NNPC outlets, it's not profitable. So that is not the answer to this we're talking about. But
Mayowa, what's the answer?
I am of the opinion that the federal government needs to reduce the influence and the authority of the independent marketers, but I really don't know how the federal government can achieve that.
I think that's an assignment we should take home today on the Zuma headlines.
Yes,
we should think about it. How can the federal government reduce the powers of these independent marketers?
Yes. That's very important. I'm going to personally think about it. Research it. If that happens, then maybe the federal government will be in the pole position to be able to regularize, and then these people will be able to follow the regularization. That's my thought about that. Because if it is 185 now, I got tired some few days or weeks ago going to queue up for fuel. And if it is 185 and it's available, I think God will trust God, people like us, to provide the money and be able to buy. I think it's better for it to be available.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Marwa. Wish you same. Okay, well, it's Citizen FM 93.7 is the Zuma headlines. Please go ahead.
But I think I want to react briefly to what Maya was said concerning the NNPC stations being sold out. I think that's not entirely correct.
Okay.
What happens is that sometimes you have a franchise outlet. What the NNPC does is that if there's a big filling station, they brand it. They get into an agreement with the fuel station owner and they brand it like NNPC and everything.
So it's a franchise.
So it's a franchise. So it's not that the ones owned completely by them are the mega stations, which are just very few across the country.
You see why it's good to have you here?
And also, I don't think it's economical for you to say let's NNPC increase the number of their mega stations to build across the country. How many are you going to build? How many in a local government, for example? How many filling stations will be enough?
I think like Maiwa said, the assignment today on the Zuma headlines is to go home and think of how to whittle down the powers of the independent marketers. That's the way forward.
You think that's a big deal? That's not.
Okay. When I ask you for the way forward now, you say that people are prepared to think.
Okay, of course.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, this is Akrele again. I am passionate about this filling station of the thing. I have provided the answer. There's no answer than for federal government to open more NNPC filling stations. And my dear friend over there, Lawrence, has already said it because he is part of the society too. He moves out and sees exactly what is happening. All those marketers who what is it called, NNPC have been closed over there. It is not originally owned by federal government. The federal government own mega stations, not all those outfits you see that they said because it's NNPC, you want to go there and buy fuel, and that is why they are closing. So if we are doing our homework, we should do it well. And going through our we should move forward. If I have said something that is important to everybody and you want to come up, let us go forward, pick another topic and say it. Because
everybody,
the federal government should open more filling stations. That is what is involved.
Okay.
So that is the answer to it. Okay. And then make sure that they control the price. We cannot continue like this because tomorrow now they can increase the price again as well. Me and Lawrence have agreed in this particular talk. After 3 months, they will increase, and we will say, let us just buy see if we can find it over there. If we cannot find it again, to increase, what are you going to do? Let us do something and do something well for people, our people.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, the thing about it is that nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. Nobody has a monopoly of what topic to react to. Everybody can react to the same topic if you choose to. Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Edafe.
Edafe, good to have you on the program this morning. Please turn off your radio.
Yes, I've done that.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to ask, first and foremost, why our refinery is not working? Our leaders should answer that question. If we have enough refineries, what we have here that we are still struggling to get. With the refinery, there will be enough fuel for everybody to buy. And up to now, why do we have crude oil and we are exporting it to be refined and be brought back to us to buy? It's a question I don't have answers to. Maybe you people in the studio have answers to that question.
I personally too don't have answer to it. I don't, honestly.
You have to tell us the way forward.
I will tell you the way forward. All right, thank you very much, Edafe. Well,
you see, Kevin, that is at the basis of all this.
All the trouble.
What he just said is the fundamentals. Because if you let's even forget the idea of we are exporting refined product for now, which is not something that we should be talking about.
Please hold that thought. Okay. Please hold that thought. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Michael. I'm calling from Nasa.
Michael, good to have you on the program this morning.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you, my Lauren. Why must we be always be punished for the for the way the government run their things? You know, you are giving body to the people, to the masses, and then you look at it where the problem to ourselves. I think the government should be able to take all the blame. Because up to today, they have not been able to tell us why the refinery cannot be built. And if you look at calculate the money they say that they are, for subsidy or whatever, 5 trillion, they keep on increasing. And I want to ask, the Dangote refinery, how much does it cost for Dangote to build the refinery? You understand? So anytime they are talking about removal of subsidy, they should bear the consequences of the action. But at the end of the day, they will bring it to the downtrodden. You understand? And that is why I think up to now, I am joining my voice with other people asking, why is it that the government cannot be able to build a refinery for us? Is it a rocket science for us to build a refinery? Because I can't understand that you have the crude here, you take it outside, you refine it, you bring it back here again. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Thank you very much, Michael, for your contribution. It's 7:50 now. Lawrence, we still have so much to take a look at on the headlines this morning. But I'll quickly take a WhatsApp message here. It says, good morning, Kemkem and Ogalo. While we all looking at the same direction as regards these fuel issues, nobody has ever talked or looked to direction of private sectors and see how we can make our government to help expedite completion of Dangote refinery and save half of the subsidy to invest in Dangote refinery and settle this mess once and for all. And that is coming from Kola. What's your take on that, Lawrence?
Well, every option we should explore, or every option, but I think that we should be looking at the bigger picture. Well, there's nothing wrong in just for now, let's sort out a few things. But the bigger picture is that we need to put in place things that will enable us as a country refine our product that we consume locally.
Lawrence,
if that is done, the next phase.
Lawrence, nothing stops each state's government from having a refinery.
It's not even a matter of state government, because some of them are very reckless. What the government needs to do is to put in place policies that are friendly, investment friendly, and a lot of Nigerians will invest in local refineries.
Now you are saying the way forward. Look at that.
So
look at how.
Is that rocket science?
All right, we move on from that, Lawrence. This is a very important story here. It says Nigerian bakers turned to potato puree. It took Russia and Ukraine having to fight for us to decide that we need to downplay how much we invest in wheat, in bringing it into the country, and then deciding to go the potato ways. And potato is readily available almost all year round in Nigeria. Sweet potatoes.
Well, that's a good one.
Before Nigerians will say, nah, they can't eat potato bread again.
They will look for alternative now. It's just that it's a shame of a continent, shame of a nation. But then that's how we are. That's how far we've got. Up to toothpick. We import. Some people
even pencils,
some
blade.
You see, you get to some institutions or some hospitality centers and they say no, everything in this place is imported.
And you should shut that place down.
It's business. No, why? It's business. They are not putting a gun to people's head to patronize them.
I like the fact that people are now turning into what we have readily available. It will reduce the waste. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. My name is Tony, calling from Maraba.
Tony, good to have you on the program this morning.
Okay, I want to talk on this fuel issue. You see, almost half of the callers have raised a very nice point. The government should look on the issue of this fuel. I know they don't pass through the stress the masses pass through. Because as a senator, you want to buy fuel now, there are ways you can get your fuel without going to the queue. But the ordinary man, you have to queue for hours before you get fuel. So they should take this thing very serious. They should look at the refinery issue. They should, if Dangote as a man can start up a refinery project, how much more in Nigeria government? Is it too much for them to do?
Thank you.
They begin to take things very serious.
All right.
Nigeria, our government used to punish the citizens. Look at, let me give you a point. Look at Dangote cement. The way it's being sold in Nigeria, that is not the way it's being sold in South Africa or Zambia. They sold Dangote cement in Zambia or South Africa. A bag of cement is about 1,800. But come to Nigeria, it's over 3,500.
Okay. Well, these are private businesses. I can't really substantiate. I do also understand that there are options if people want to buy. If they don't want to buy Dangote, I'm sure they can buy something else. And we will not, let us go about that right here on Citizen FM. It's people's businesses. People have a choice. So long as it doesn't have a monopoly of that particular product, people have a choice to buy, a different product. Thank you so much for your call, Tony Mararaba from Mararaba.
Thank you. I'm also great resource person.
Yeah, Lawrence, I'm waiting.
Thank you so much, my brother.
All right, Lawrence, it's 5 minutes to 8, and I think it's time for us to pack our bags.
All right. Thank you so much for being nice today.
No, and I am the drama queen, right? Maiwa, I am the drama queen. It's okay. I wish Kemi Badenoch, I wish her all the best. I hope that she gets to become the Prime Minister.
Like, really?
Yeah, of the United
Fingers
Kingdom.
Crossed.
You see how I'm sitting down? You see? If you want to see, you just go straight to YouTube. Citizen FM 93.7. You get to find it. That's our package on the Zuma headlines this morning on Citizen FM 93.7. Do stay with us. We have a whole lot more package for you. At 9:05, we will be discussing agribusiness, cropping, especially how you can make money from agriculture. The opportunities are available. And that's what we'll do every Thursday morning now. Agriculture, because we need to feed our nation. That's it. I'm Kem. My loved ones call me Kemi. My loved ones call me Kem. I'm actually Kemi Ashiko. A big thank you to Akirele from Kubwa, Kabir, Olamile Konfadaka, Sam, Maiwa, Kola, Edafe, Michael, Tony, and of course Muna Aka for having me covered with the papers this morning. Do stay with Citizen FM 93.7. Nigeria go better. It's up to you and it's up to me.
Wavex Pleasure Ride. Here at last. Join the safest, classiest, and cheapest taxi ride in town. Wavex Taxi Ride for absolute safety and comfort. Available in over 500 cities in Nigeria, Africa, Europe, and America. Download the app now from the Google Store.